The Alien franchise is an interesting series. It's one of those franchises that just refuses to die, for better or for worse.
Watch me. I'll do the fingering.
I recently marathoned all the Alien movies back to back, and my thoughts still kind of remain the same. Great, good, okay, no, don't count, meh, why? Last but not least, we have Alien Romulus, the newest entry into this franchise, and it's good. Leaving the theater, I didn't have any problems with it besides maybe this.
Get away from her. You.
Cunt.
Despite being well received, I'm surprised how many fans actually had their issues with it or just didn't like it at all. So today I just wanted to talk about those complaints.
The hauler picks up this beacon, so Navarro tracks it, and it turns out there's this big Wei ship drifting right above our heads.
Drifting. Decommissioned. Abandoned. You want to break into a Weyland-Yutani ship and steal highly regulated equipment.
Decommissioned ships still carry tons of functional equipment.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I have just one directive. To do what's best for Rain.
The plot of Alien Romulus is nothing new to the franchise. A lot of these movies stick to one specific type of formula. Number 1, have Ripley or Ripley stand-in. Number 2, an android, being a piece of shit optional.
I prefer the term artificial person myself.
Fuck your mother, you dirty rat!
Number 3, a false ending. Just when you think you're safe. Standard Alien stuff, but the thing is, it's nothing new. We've done this same ending, same premise, over and over and over and over and over and over. But after these departures, it was fresh to go back to basics. Plus, having this type of experience of a classic feeling Alien film on the big screen with brutal kills and great shots, it was something to behold. At least for me, so...
Suck a fat dick, Chucho.
Predictable was the word I kept seeing used to describe this film, but I still had fun with this setup. A group of characters aboard an abandoned space station filled with facehuggers, xenomorphs, a bitch robot, and goo.
My goo! My precious goo!
But you can't please everyone. Weak characters is another complaint I kept seeing. Besides Andy, characters like Navarro, Tyler, or Kay just seem one note and forgettable. Which I kinda understand, but I didn't need crazy backstories for them. They all served a purpose, and I think all of them have a memorable moment. Like when Tyler shows Rain how to use the pulse rifle, Navarro's chest bursted, Bjorn has a lighter scene and even his death is kinda memorable. Kay's cat and mouse game with a xenomorph, and Andy and Rain have a bunch of moments together. Sure, the characters are nowhere close to the ones from Alien or Aliens, but I think there's enough there to enjoy. Plus, according to these movies, all you really need is a Ripley stand-in and an android. This time, we got 2 of them. Speaking of which... Nostalgia, the latest tool used by companies and studios to death. Alien Romulus is no exception. There are a decent amount of member berries throughout, some subtle and some not so subtle. Me personally, I didn't mind these moments and callbacks, like the blue light or Big Chap or even the black goo from Prometheus. One of the most controversial member berries that happened in the film is the resurrection of Ian Holm playing Rook. A lot of people had issue with this move, which bringing actors back from the dead using AI and CGI, it's a hot topic for debate. And for me, it being used here, I didn't mind. I read an article somewhere where Ian Holm felt like Hollywood turned its back on him after the Lord of the Rings movies were done. And his widow said he would have loved to take this part if he was alive. Hearing that made me appreciate his inclusion. I do understand the complaints. All the other callbacks felt like nice inclusions for the fans, referencing almost every movie in the franchise. I just feel like for the next movie, you don't have to rely on these callbacks. Just make some new iconic moments.
The aliens, they finally made it.
After watching Alien Romulus and leaving the theater, I thought every fan would universally love it, but was very surprised by some of the reactions. Seeing fans nitpick this thing to death and even ranking it super low under movies like Alien Resurrection and Alien Covenant, it kind of made me think, why? After two movies that were just meh, it was nice returning to this type of Alien movie. Don't get me wrong, I like David's story and I hope it continues in some way. That's just those movies don't hit the same spot for me. Actually, funny enough, before I filmed this video, there is news that Ridley Scott is returning to direct a new Alien film in the franchise. They already confirmed a sequel to Alien Romulus and also a TV show. And on top of that, actually, news of an AVP movie is floating around. The franchise is still going strong, and as an Alien fan, I couldn't be happier. Thank you for watching, and as always, I love you.